You bring up the pick six in the opener, which was the difference in a 10-3 game against the eventual national champions. And I think people, especially Clemson critics, need to keep into consideration. I know that they lost 2 other games, but they won 8 of the final 9, and they did play the national champs within 1 pick six, 1 DJ mistake, a misread to a 3-3 game against a team that was the dominant consensus #1 team all the way through the season that beat Alabama in the national championship game. So I don't know that things are as grave as a lot of people like to think.
Yeah, I would agree. There's still a lot of talent on this football team. I just think 2021 was just one of those seasons. And it's, to me, this is just my personal opinion. And I think a lot of it started in that Georgia game. You know, they just got whipped on the line of scrimmage, especially on the offensive line. DJ Uiagalelei took a beating in that game, and I'm not sure he ever fully recovered mentally from the beating he took in that game. I'm sure throughout his whole entire high school career, he had probably never been pressured the way he was that night. I mean, Georgia lived in the backfield. They put some hard hits on him that night. Excuse me. I don't think he was 100% coming out of that game either. I'm not sure he was ever 100% fully after that game. I think that game really set the tone for the season and the offense. And I think it'll be just as important next season, you know, to set the tone in the opposite direction coming out of the gate in the first game of the season. You don't open against a team the caliber of Georgia. I think Clemson opens with Georgia Tech this season. So, you know, you don't have a top 4 matchup right out of the gate. You're not playing an elite team. You're playing a team that you're more talented than. So that gives Clemson a chance to kind of set the tone and for the offense and kind of what they want to do going forward through the season, especially with new coordinators, a new coordinator in place, calling the plays.
But they might need a 4th down goal line stand if they're not careful.
Yeah, we saw plenty of those this year too. You know, getting those defensive linemen back. You know, that might have been one of Dabo Swinney's biggest recruiting wins in this class. You know, could have easily lost Xavier Thomas, KJ Henry, and Tyler Davis to the draft. All 3 of them are coming back. That's 3/4 of your starting defense. I mean, Henry and Thomas, you know, kind of split snaps there at one end spot opposite Miles Murphy. So kind of 3/5 of your defensive line because both of those guys play a lot of snaps. But yeah, that was a big win for this Clemson team. And it ensures that with all the questions surrounding the offense going into next season, there won't be many questions about the defense. You know, it should continue to play at or near the same level that it's been playing at under Brent Venables. The biggest questions to me come at cornerback. You know, that's where they lost their guys to the NFL. Andrew Booth, Mario Goodrich, both starting corners, you know, now gone. And that's a position Clemson was thin at already. Only had 6 scholarship guys at corner. So next year is going to be big seasons for the youngsters like Fred Davis, Sheridan Jones, Nate Wiggins, who was a freshman this season. You know, Clemson's going to need those guys to step up and play at the level, you know, that was expected when they signed. You know, I think Fred Davis is a former 5-star guy. Sheridan Jones, I think he was a 3-star, but you know, he's shown flashes of being really good. And Nate Wiggins was a 4-star guy. And you know, there's some talent to work with there. Now it's just going to be now their turn to get on the field and do it.
Sheridan Jones played the most out of those 3, 9 games played last year with 20 tackles and a interception.